In today's video, I've got another portable e-bike that we're going to take a look at. This is the Engwe L20 2.0. And not only is this thing portable, not only is it lightweight and foldable, but it's also affordable. That's right, about half the price of most other e-bikes on the market. So make sure you stick around until the end because we're going to go over all the features, what I like and what I think needs some improvement, and whether or not this is a good buy for you. Okay, so for this bike, I thought I'd show you a little bit about the unboxing. Comes in a pretty standard box. The back half of the bike is already assembled. All you have to do is put the handlebars on and connect your front wheel, which is really not all that difficult. Once you get it out of the box, you're simply going to attach that front wheel, line up the brakes, bolt it on. They're going to give you all the tools you need in this nice little bag. It even comes with some extra parts and it's got a nice little manual. Of course, this box over here has your charging cord in it. You can also buy the bike in a combo pack with this Stormtrooper looking helmet here, a bike lock, and a cell phone holder that kind of clips to your handlebars here. I know you want to see me in the helmet, right? You want to see how cool this is? Okay, let's try it. Fogging it up. It's a comfortable helmet, I know that, so we're gonna try it out and see how it goes, but this shield is a little much. It comes down kind of over my mouth. I don't know. All right, now we wanna go out and put this thing through its paces. We wanna see several things. Number one, how well do the brakes do? Number two, what's the acceleration like? Number three, what pedal assist modes work best and kind of fit the sweet spot of this bike? How does it shift? And how comfortable is it to handle on a bike trail? So let's go outside, let's test all that, and we'll come back here. Boy, I can notice at pedal assist 3, it just jumps. There's a big difference between pedal assist 2 and pedal assist 3. So yeah, pedal assist 3 and in gear number 6, your acceleration is extremely quick. We can get up to 15 without much effort at all. Braking is okay. It's a little soft. It feels like you're pretty stable, but you're only on 20x3s instead of 20x4s. So I wish I had a little more stability in 20x4, but you can see decent pedaling. Third gear, I'm gonna go up to 4th here. Pedal assist 4, we're gonna shift up to 7. Now we can comfortably get to 20. 21, and we go to pedal assist 5. We can get all the way up to, it's like 28. Yeah, I would call that top because look, I can't even pedal, doesn't even matter. I would call 28 kind of the top end of pedal assist 5, and it feels really fast on this bike. I mean, it's a small lightweight bike, more than 28 miles an hour, and you'd really feel it. But here, I mean, pedal assist 3, gear 6, we're going up this hill like it's no problem. Wasn't a very big hill, but a little bit of an incline. Yeah, it just provides a pretty smooth ride. It's a little stiff in the back end. There's no suspension on the back end. The seat suspension is pretty minimal, so I don't expect a whole lot. And I think the best cruising speed on this bike is 15 miles an hour. That's gear 6. You could even do gear 7, pedal a little bit slower. I mean, this is what I would consider almost no effort. And we're in pedal assist 3, going 15 miles an hour. Could go pedal assist 4 with the same effort, and we hit 20 pretty quick. It almost feels too fast on this bike. You'd have to be on an open road. you don't want to do this on a walking path. It'd be too fast. We're completely stopped here, and we're going to go from 0. So here we go, throttle test. You can see we get up to 20 miles an hour in less than 10 seconds, really. And we just kind of stay there, maybe 21, we're topping out. This is level ground. We're not going down a hill, but 21, maybe 21 and a half miles an hour seems to be our top speed on throttle. And it doesn't seem to matter what pedal assist number we're at. That's on any pedal assist number, throttle operates the same. So 21 and a half. Not bad. It does ride quiet. It rides nice. I do like that. Like I said, braking, I wish it was a little bit better. But, you know, brake test here. All right, let's do a brake test. We're going 15 miles an hour and stop. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. They're mechanical brakes, but they're not gonna stop on a dime. Easy to maneuver, easy to steer, tight turns. You know, I mean, can easily kind of jump around on the trail here without any problems. All right, so I wanted to give you an idea of what settings I have on here and how big I am, so what that makes the bike look like. I've got the handlebars almost all the way out. I'm between the 0 and the 1 setting for full height, and I've got the seat all the way down at like 2 or 3 on the posts, so just a couple notches from all the way out. I'm 6 foot tall, so that gives you an idea. It's rated for riders up to 6'4", but I think once you hit 6'2" or so, you're gonna kind of top out on this bike. Maybe you could go up to 6'4", but it's gonna feel a little smaller on anybody, I think, over 6'2" or 6'3". But I'm riding comfortably at it at 6 foot. I think 6'1", 6'2", you're gonna have no problems. It's just the further reaches of that range might give you a little bit of issue. All right, so let's take a look at some of the specs really quick. This is an aluminum alloy body, and because of that, it comes in quite a bit lighter than some of the other e-bikes we've looked at on the channel. Under 70 pounds with the bike and battery, 68.3 according to the Engwe website. It's got two 20x3 kind of knobby off-road tires. This is a little smaller than the standard 20x4, but again, we're trying to save some money. We're trying to keep it lighter, so that's pretty good. It's got a 750 watt hub motor, pretty standard, with peak of 1125 watts. It has a 52 volt, 13 amp hour lithium ion battery, and according to their specs, that'll get you up to 68 miles of range on pedal assist 1. If you're going full speed, which is about 28 miles an hour, that can go as little as 28 miles. So the range is somewhere between 28 and 68 miles, depending on how you use it. We've got mechanical disc brakes on 180 millimeter rotors. That's to save some cost. I'd rather see hydraulic brakes, but those cost more, and the maximum load capacity on this bike is 264 pounds. This seat is a little thicker and cushier than most e-bike seats, and it holds a little secret. And here's your secret right here. If you flip up this lever, it allows you to flip up the seat to have battery access. This battery is completely removable, comes all the way out, so you can take it inside, you can charge it. It's got a nice handle. I like the removable feature of this battery. Not every e-bike has a removable battery. Easy to remove, easy to replace, put back in there. You simply use this key to lock it and turn it on. So once you're all the way back in, you lock, turn it on, it locks it to the frame right back here, and you're in business. Your bike seat then folds back down, snaps into place, and you're good to go. It's got a quick adjustment on the seat. You can go up and down. It's even got your markers for height in the back. As with most e-bikes, they have foldable pedals. I really dig these pedals, man. I love the way they go in. Some of these are hard to do, but this is pretty simple. All you're doing is pulling the lever. The pedals are going in. That's just to keep them from getting busted if you're folded up. And to go back out, all you do is pull on them there. So just thumb in. This little lever here allows them to fold in, and then they're coming right back out. And we'll look right here at the chain guard as well. You've got this nice chain guard on both sides. I think that's a must for all e-bikes. It is just plastic, but it does protect your chain if you happen to set it down. So here on the back, we have a cargo rack that's got a few pre-drilled holes in there. You can mount all sorts of accessories here. What I really like is that this cargo rack came pre-assembled. It was already on the bike when we got it, so we didn't have to do anything to put that together. Really nice. It's already here, and your brake light is included in the back. This is really handy so that you know you've always got that safety telling other people behind you that you are indeed stopping when you pull on your brake handles. And coming to the front of the bike, we have another smaller rack that's mounted to the frame. It's got a nice little kind of catch here that guides your wires down the side. I really kind of like that. And your light is mounted to the front. And then of course we have full suspension, adjustable suspension on the front, on top of these 20x3 tires. You'll see the action, which is also adjustable. You got some nice play in there. Now here on the handlebars, you'll notice that you have your color screen in the middle. This is a really cool screen because as you accelerate, you get kind of this clock dial acceleration on the front. It'll give you your miles per hour, tell you what pedal assist modes you're in, and your tripometer down at the bottom. Not super robust, but it's got everything you need, and I really like that. All your controls are right here. You have a big plus and minus button, obviously. That's for your pedal assist control. And in the upper left-hand corner, you have a battery indicator, 5 little bars. This sets on a standard Shimano 7-speed gear set. And then of course you've got your brake handles and a twist throttle. On the right-hand side, you have to be in at least pedal assist 1 for the twist throttle to work. And then you've got kind of these ergonomic rubber pads. They're pretty economy, nothing special, but they are comfortable. They provide this extra support for the outside of your hands there. And the piece de resistance is the folding function of this bike. Like I said, it only weighs about 68 pounds with the battery, so it's a lot lighter than many of the folding bikes I've looked at before, so it should make it more capable when folding it and picking it up to put it somewhere. So it's pretty easy. All you do is you've got a latch here on the handlebars that allows them to fold down. You have a similar latch right here in the center of the frame that comes out. These latches are super easy. You always want to kick your kickstand before you bring it in. Then you simply hinge your bike, bring it together, and you'll see that we have our kickstand down there to keep everything off the ground. Then you want to bring your pedals in. Probably should have done that before on both sides. And here we have it. We're all folded up. Of course, you can take your seat down further, you know, if you want less height, but this is what we're looking at folded. I'm gonna pick it up for you so you can see how hard it is for me to pick it up. You know, it does have these 2 racks, which makes it a little easier to grab. Sometimes it's harder to find a place to grab, but here we go. Ugh. So I definitely feel like it's one of the lighter foldable e-bikes, 70 pounds, and you're holding it kind of in front of you. So, you know, for some people that's impossible. For me, it's doable. Maybe you could pick it up and put it in an SUV, but this is really to keep it in a corner away from everything. You know, folded up takes up a little less room. So there it is folded. And so to close things out, I want to talk about 3 things that I love on this bike and 3 things that I think could be improved. Let's start with the love. This shape right here is something I love. This really low step-through design is something that makes it really easy and accessible for people who are maybe a little more timid or tentative to ride a heavy e-bike like this around. Makes it easy for shorter people to get on and off. Women and children would have no problem with this bike because the step-through frame is so low. Another thing I love about this bike is the rack system, both front and back, and I'm going to include the metal fenders in with this rack system. I really like that. Not every e-bike has a rack system, but it's really handy if you're using these to maybe go run an errand when you're out RVing or just do something around the town. You want to put a backpack on here or a specialized cargo bag. It doesn't matter. This rack system along with the front rack is really handy, and I love these metal fenders. And the third thing I really love is this screen. It is simple. Way too many e-bikes have complicated screens. I love the display, I love the colors, I love the readout, and I'm going to include this button set here with it. Really easy, really ergonomic. It has an actual button for the headlights and the menu on the side, so you don't have to guess that a combination of buttons will turn on the headlights like some e-bikes. I love the screen and the operation of the buttons. It's really easy. Now let's talk about some things that I think could be improved. First and foremost, I don't like this key. It's not the key itself, it's where the key is and the fact that the key has to remain in the battery if you want to operate the bike. Now, I understand that because if you have no way of locking this battery, it could come out while you're riding or someone could steal your battery, and this key actually locks the battery to the frame. But having this key remain here while you're riding, it just feels like my foot or my leg is going to kick it, and if I kick the side of that key and it breaks, then I worry that the bike could be stuck on forever and I wouldn't be able to get my battery out. So I'd like to see this key maybe relocated if we could, but again, we're dealing with a budget e-bike, so doing expensive modifications like that would drive the price up. Thing number 2 that I think could be improved are the brakes. Now, we've talked about this already. This is an affordable e-bike, so they went with mechanical disc brakes, but I just think the brakes are a little underpowered for this bike. You need to be careful. You can't whip this around and ride it like crazy because these brakes aren't going to save you from much. If you're going 25 miles an hour and pull on both brakes at the same time, it's going to take you 3 to 5 seconds to fully come to a stop. So I wish the brakes were more powerful because of how powerful the motor is. And the third thing that I think could use just a little bit more thought and improvement is the location of the headlight. I think it would be better mounted on this fender here because I would like my headlight to move with my wheel. That's where it is on most e-bikes. But mounted to this rack, it simply stays straight while you're turning. That really could render the light useless or get you in a sticky situation if you're going around curves in the dark. So is the Engwe L20 2.0 a good bike? Well, I think overall it has a lot of great features and some things that could be improved, but for half the price of most other e-bikes, this is a great starting point for most people who don't want to go dump $2,000 on an e-bike. So for what it is, what it offers, I think it's an incredible value. Well, thanks for coming along on this video about the Engwe L20 2.0. As always, I've got links in the description below for you to check out. This is the Traveler Toolkit. My name is Joel, and I'll see you in the next video.